Imagine you're watching the second hand on your clock, but suddenly it stops. The entire world freezes in place. Birds hang motionless in the sky. Water stops flowing. Even the wind is silent. But is this really possible? And what would happen to your body and the universe if time suddenly stopped? Stay with us until the end, because you're about to discover a shocking scientific truth that might change the way you see reality. Before we talk about time stopping, we first need to ask, what is time? For most of us, time is just the ticking of a clock or the passing of days from the past to the future, but in reality, it's far more complex. Scientifically, time is not just a way to measure events, it is a fundamental dimension of the universe. Just like length, width, and height, time is the fourth dimension that determines the sequence of events and how everything interacts. But is time constant? According to Albert Einstein's theory of relativity, time is not absolute. It can slow down or speed up depending on gravity and velocity. This means that if you were traveling at a speed close to the speed of light, time for you would pass more slowly compared to someone on Earth. This concept is called time dilation, and it's the reason why astronauts traveling at high speeds age slightly slower than people on Earth. So, if time can stretch and slow down, could it ever completely stop? And what would happen if it did? The answer might be more terrifying than you think. Bambu. Imagine for a moment, what if time suddenly stopped? The entire universe would freeze in place. People, animals, the wind, even the flow of water. Everything would come to a standstill, as if the pause button had been pressed on reality itself. But have you ever wondered, what would actually happen to us if time stopped completely? The first and most immediate problem? Breathing. Our lungs depend on the movement of air. If time were to stop, the air around us would no longer flow, meaning oxygen wouldn't reach our lungs. Within seconds, we would suffocate, and that's just the beginning. But there's an even bigger problem: gravity. Time and space are deeply connected, according to Einstein's theory of relativity. If time were to stop, all atomic and subatomic movement would halt as well. This means gravity might no longer function the way we know it. Without the force that holds the universe together, could planets drift apart? Could the very fabric of reality begin to break down? And let's not forget the strange effects on our perception. If time stopped, would we even be aware of it? Could our consciousness continue to function in a timeless void, or would we simply cease to exist in an instant? The truth is, time is more than just a ticking clock. It's a fundamental force that keeps the universe in motion. And without it, reality itself might collapse into chaos. You might think that controlling time is pure science fiction, but some scientists are actually working on research that could make it possible one day. In the world of physics, there are theories suggesting that time may not be what we think it is. One of the most mind-blowing ideas comes from quantum mechanics, which proposes that time might be nothing more than an illusion created by our consciousness rather than a true physical reality. One fascinating discovery is the delayed choice experiment, which suggests that decisions you make now could actually affect the past. Yes, the past. But how is that even possible? There are also studies on wormholes, which are theoretical tunnels in space-time that might allow us to travel through time. Could this become a reality in the future? So, time is not just numbers. It remains an unsolved mystery. We may not be able to stop it today, but who knows what the future holds? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. And if you want us to explore more time-related mysteries, let us know in the comments.